Hello Stampers, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin. We are going to be doing the, this is called the Haunts and Harvest, but I had this little brochure sitting here with you. Geez, my goodness, I can't even talk today. That I wanted to show you what the upcoming Paper Pumpkin box for October is going to look like. This is called Peaceful Christmas. So if you go ahead and start your subscription now, oh, excuse me, you are going to be in on the Peaceful Christmas Paper Pumpkin Kit. So if you are looking for a great way to get started and have all the things you need to make some Christmas cards, this kit will make 10 Christmas cards right out of the box. So it says includes enough elements to create 10 elegant Christmas cards and coordinating envelopes. So it is, you know, truly your one-stop box. You might need to add yourself a pair of paper snips, which I always advise everyone to have. These are our paper snips, and they are truly a wonderful thing. You must have them. And I'm gonna say you need a chamois because you're gonna want to be able to clean your stamps as you go along, to be able to use them on different things. So if you subscribe now, which I've posted the link in this event here for subscribing to this box, you'll be able to make 10 beautiful Christmas cards. And if you pop in on the last day of, or the last Thursday of the month, for, what are we looking at for October, it looks like it will be the 28th. I will be doing some alternatives like I do every month. On the last Thursday of the month, I do alternatives to what is in the box. So if you get the kit and you're like, I want to mix this up a little bit, go over to the Paper Pumpkin fan page. It is an excellent place for other people's alternatives that they show on how to make other things for the projects. All right, the other thing that I want to tell you is that this box, there is a video, I believe it is on the Paper Pumpkin blog website. If you go to the Paper Pumpkin website where you subscribe, there's a little thing at the bottom that says you can go to their blog. And I believe the blog is either posted or that the video is posted on their blog, and I believe it's inside of the Paper Pumpkin Facebook page as well. This box, when you open this up, you might be wondering, what the heck are all these numbers on the inside of this whole box in here? So let me get some of this stuff out of here so I can show you actually the rest of the inside of this box. So let me get some of this stuff stuck over here correctly. If I can get this stuff out of here. And there are a lot of ideas out there on Facebook to alternatives to this kit. And look at this little turkey. Isn't that the cutest thing? Wouldn't that be so cute to be set on your place settings for Thanksgiving? Great idea. And they also use this, they crinkle it up, because these numbers, you will cut this out and you will make a little wagon. What do they call those? Wheelbarrow. This will turn into a wheelbarrow. You will then take your paper and you will crinkle it up, and then you can set your little projects along in this box. It's super cute the way that they've done it, but they have a video on the Paper Pumpkin. It actually might even be on YouTube, and they'll show you how to create the wheelbarrow with that. I'm not gonna do that today because we'd be here all night long, because God only knows. So, excuse me, I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a fall cold since we've had so much moisture here in Tucson. So my name is Danny Garola. I am with Stampin' the Pink Barn. And like I said, every last Thursday of the month, I do my alternative kits for my paper pumpkins. So just to let you know that. With our paper pumpkins, they all come with an instructional brochure along with some alternatives that they've come up with on the back of this instructional guide. So if you don't want to make all your little treat boxes, you can also make cards with some of this stuff as well. So what you will get is all your little dimensional pieces or your adhesive sheets. These are your little labels for your kit for your treat boxes. So you get all these little orange ones, and this one's kind of stuck together here. Oh, look at that. I didn't even realize that the back side was something different. Oh, look at that pattern. Oh, that is amazing. I love it. And then this is some of the soft succulent with those. I saw somebody created one of these boxes and made it look like a little strawberry. It was so stinking cute. So again, you need to go over on some of those Facebook pages and see how creative people have gotten. So you might be wondering, why the heck did wheels come in this? Well, those wheels are for that wheelbarrow. These are the adhesives to hold the wheelbarrow together. So if you're wondering like, gee, why were there wheels? Well, that's why. I think it might actually be on the website here that shows you how to do that, I believe. Or I haven't even opened this. Maybe it will tell us in here. Okay, maybe not. But I know there's a video out there and I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. These are the cute little faces that you put on these little guys if you want to make them look like jack-o'-lanterns. Man. And then look at the pattern on the back of this one. So stinking adorable. Love these. Okay, then you get 3 full sheets of these adorable little leaves. So you get quite a few leaves with this package. Then you get these little, I think these are called like raffia. I'm probably totally slaughtering that word, but they have actual wire in them so you can roll them up so they look like the little stems and they will stay in place. So let's go ahead and make one of these little boxes before I make my alternatives, just so I can show you how one of these go together. I think I'm going to use the little orange one here because it seems a little bit more pumpkinish to me, and I like the look of the jack-o'-lantern being in the authentic orange. So I'm gonna make this one right up here. So it says for the first part, what we need to do is they've taken the little adhesives and it looks like there are some smaller ones and some longer ones, and then you have your little snot dots. Okay, and it looks like we need 2 of these leaves, the more maple looking leaves, just like that. And I'm going to use one of my foam sheets here, and we need our, if this is your first paper pumpkin that you have purchased, yours will come with a block. So you will have your own block, so you will be able to adhere or mount your stamps on there and be able to use that. But I'm going to go ahead and use one of mine because I like the way these feel. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to stamping up blocks. Okay, so I just used the one that looks like the inside of the, I call it the veins of the leaf. There's probably a technical name to them, but I don't know it offhand. All right, so I'm gonna use the soft succulent. So it comes with the little ink spot, the Stampin' Spot of the soft succulent. I'm not gonna open that because I save these for when I have classes, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use my full-size stamp pad. And then it says that we go ahead and do 2 of these leaves with the veins. So do you see how that turns out? Isn't that so cool? Oh, I love it. And know that if you don't want to use the green side, you always have the white side that you can use as well. Okay, there we go. That turned out perfect. All right, and then we're going to need, it says one of the labels here, so I have one that's already missing the little dot, so I'm going to grab that one. And then I'm going to use, where do I put the stamps? Oh, there. And it says that we are going to use the Happy Halloween, since we're making this into a jack-o'-lantern. Okay, and then it says that we need our little piece to be facing this way, so we're going to follow exactly what the directions tell us. Try to get this straight. Oh, that turned out pretty darn good. Sometimes I impress myself. All right, and I think we are done with that, so I'm going to close that since I have my fan on and I don't like my pads blowing with the fan. All right, then I'm going to grab, did I already grab one of these orange pieces? I thought I did. All right, so it says that we need to take this and put adhesive on the side that we are going to be presenting. So we want the long over here on this little tab. Want the long sticky piece here, just like that. Then we want these little ones to go on these short little tabs along here. We're not going to put any adhesive on that piece there. So there's already 4 lined up here for us. The other thing that I want you guys to know, if you don't already know this, that if there's ever a kit that you have seen the brochure or the me show you the little thing that they give us, and I read off the description to you, and it just doesn't sound like it's something you would prefer to have, you know that you can always cancel that box. You can put your subscription on hold and then start it up the following month for the next coming up kit. So say you didn't want this Christmas kit, you've already got your Christmas cards made and you're just like, nah, or maybe you don't make Christmas cards, maybe you don't want a Christmas kit. You can put that box, that subscription box on hold and then get the next box for the following month, for November. Okay, so now it looks like we're going to take all these off. Hopefully I can follow directions. Get these little things off. All right, and it says that we're going to fold this way, like that, and it looks like this then gets put together like this. So this goes on, I guess we have to these things go like that. Okay, so we're going to go in to itself on this little piece here. Am I out of frame? Sorry. Okay, we're going to bring those 2 pieces in and make sure they're stuck down. Then we're going to come this way with these ones. That probably wasn't proper grammar. I said these ones. And then bring this one in here. Okay, just like that. And then that little piece is going to go against there. And then always take, if you have your bone folder, you can always take it and kind of just rub those little pieces to make sure that they are all down and smooth in there. All right, and then it looks like we simply just take these in and then hook these together, holding all those little bits in there, like maybe like that. Right, am I getting this? Okay, oops, maybe not. All right, let's hold on here a second. All right, so the end piece goes like this, and then these all hook around one another. So I have to figure out how to keep those little bits in there. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. It shows all these connecting. Maybe I'm just not coordinated enough. You guys are probably sitting there laughing at me, right? Being like, oh, what is this girl doing? Okay. Maybe I won't put one of these boxes together because this is just, maybe I should just stick to my, ooh, wait a minute, maybe we got it. Okay, maybe not. All right, but you get how that goes, right? Maybe not, because I obviously can't get how it goes. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, that this little kit is not staying together. Leave it to me to not be able to get it to stay. All right, whatever. I'm not going to spend time on it. You guys will figure it out because apparently my coordination is just not on point. So then you take this, and I'm going to grab my, take a pick tool, and I'm just going to twist this around just like that, and then kind of spread it out a bit. Take this little piece here, and see, and maybe there is a better video on YouTube on how to put these boxes together. I didn't even think to look, because normally I can just read the directions and figure it out, but that shows you that I can't. Okay, now it says to take these and put 2 of these snot dots on the back. And maybe I should just stick to my alternatives, right? Because they weren't as difficult. Because I am not figuring that out. All right. So this will then get stuck on your box like that, along with your leaves. But apparently I can't figure it out. So I'm not going to waste my time on that. You guys can read the directions. If you guys can figure it out, kudos, but I guess I'm not understanding. So, okay. I don't know. All right, so let's get to our alternatives because, like I said, I'm not going to sit there and keep fiddling with that. I can put the face on the front of that because I'm sure my son will probably walk in here and do it wango bango because my kid's a little bit more coordinated than I am. Okay, but we can go ahead and put the face on this cute little pumpkin. And we're just going to place this here, just like that. Oops. And there's our little face, and eventually I'll figure out how to do this, but it's just not going to be today because, yeah. Well, I got those 2 to stick. Hold on a minute. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe. Doubt it. Oh, you know what? Nope. See, I still didn't do it. Okay, I give up. All right. Well, but that's how that goes with the little leaf. All right, so let's get to my first alternative because I know I can make it because I made one earlier. All right, so let's take our little piece here. So these are the pieces to, this is the sheet that you can get. It's the grid paper for our Stamparatus. I love having this mat. It comes in a pack of 50 sheets. One side is in inches, one side is in centimeters. So depending on your, metrics. I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper. This one I've already cut down a couple of times, but I'm just going to cut this at 1 inch. This is just regular copy paper. So I'm going to go 1 inch with this. Oops, if I can keep it lined up while I move my hands out of the way, and cut that off. Okay, so I know this piece of paper is going to be longer than that grid paper. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to just line this up between my 3 and my 4. Okay, watch what I'm going to do here. And then I'm going to take a big piece of my washi tape and I'm just going to adhere this piece and my grid paper on my table so I know that everything is going to be staying in place. Then I'm going to grab a piece of basic white. I almost said whisper white. Oh my goodness, that's been a while. Basic white, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just gonna slide that right inside of there. And since I have lines on my paper, I know I can put this wherever I need it and know where I'm always gonna be lined up. So I'm just gonna come right past this little Stampin' Up to that dotted line there. And then I'm pretty sure that is even. And then I'm going to take, and depending on how you want this, once you see what I do, you can decide where you want to put your masking. We're going to be doing a masking technique. Mine's a little high, so I'm just gonna move this up just a skosh, or a hair, whatever you wanna call it. Then I'm just gonna take this little piece of washi tape and just barely put it on the bottom down here, because here's the thing. I'm going to be stamping along here, so I don't want this paper to be shifting on me. And then I'm gonna grab one more little piece of washi tape. Now, one thing to note with washi tape, it's not super sticky, but it's sticky enough that it might rip your paper. So just stick it on your hand, put it on your skin, because you've got oils in your skin, and that will make it where your washi tape is not super sticky, that it's not going to destroy anything. All right, so we're going to need, I already have that leaf mounted. I'm going to now grab, in this stamp set, you have this little background piece. I'm going to mount that on my little one here, just like that. And then I'm going to grab the big maple right here. All right, and the colors. So what I want to tell you is over on my group page, which is Pink Barn Stampers, is my group. You can join that page. I have these in my files section here on Facebook that you can print these off. These are a wonderful tool to have. I have them in the in colors, and then I have them in all of our regular colors. So the reason why I like these so much is when I look at a kit like this, and I know my main color is soft succulent because that is what came in the ink spot. I can then go to my in color one and be like, okay, here's soft succulent. I can look across here and I can see what colors Stampin' Up! Is recommending that looks good with or coordinates well with my soft succulent. So say I want to sit down and I look at something and I say, my main color in that is, let's say, so saffron, okay? or maybe it's bumblebee. Then if I flip over here, knowing that bumblebee is an in color, and I find my bumblebee, and I can say, oh, look at all the colors that they have that coordinate so well with bumblebee. Then I can grab these colors out, like I can go with this theme here, and then I know what I can put on my cardstock, the colors that I need that are gonna look good and match that color, just to tell you. So you can print those off. I've laminated mine because I take them to my in-person stamp parties so people can look at them and see what they're about. All right, so I need to grab my mat here again because I'm going to be stamping off onto that. And I'm gonna set this little booger over here. And as soon as my kid gets home, I'm gonna have him figure it out. All right, so what I'm gonna need is I am coming in with this one here, and they have used soft succulent, mint macaron, and rich raspberry. So here are those, and then here is my soft succulent. So I have all those there. Let's not lose my sentiment, so let's put that over there. All right, so what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna start with my little piece here, and I'm gonna use rich raspberry with that. Or am I? No, you know what? I'm gonna actually do that in mint macaron. I fibbed. All right, so I'm just gonna take this, dab it in the mint macaron. I am gonna do a couple of this in, and I'm barely going off the edge of it. You can do it as strong or as many as you want, and then I'm gonna stamp off once, and then I'm gonna do it in the lighter once stamped off, just to give it a different hue of that tint of that mint macaron. Just like that. And then I'm gonna now turn my stamp and I'm gonna go lengthwise, again, doing it in the stamp off. And you're not even really going to see this, but it's just enough to add a little bit of texture behind this. Okay, just like that. Okay, that's all I need. Then I'm going to put that one away, and then I'm going to grab my rich raspberry, and I'm going to grab that oak leaf, ink that up, and I'm going to just sporadically start putting that down and flipping it around for this side. And then another one over here. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to take the inside of my stamp, and I'm going to do the veins. So me and my husband, there's a couple of casinos down here in Tucson by us. So now I'm just going to do a couple of it being the second stamp off, the lighter tone here. So we went to the casino out, closer towards, heading towards Mexico. And we stopped by and we had breakfast this morning. It was so nice that him and I got to go to breakfast because that doesn't happen very often. We both have busy lives, and he works full time and I stay home with the kids. And normally when one of us, he has a day off, we're busy doing doctor's appointments or, the things. And so it was nice that just him and I, my mom came over early and watched my youngest and let us go out to eat. It was quite peachy. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to take this leaf and I'm going to use the soft succulent and come in with that in full strength. Like that. And then now I can take it and maybe just kind of put some of these up to the top here, like that. just where I'm just putting just a tiny bit of that leaf kind of forming behind there. I've kind of picked up some of that rich raspberry color when I stamp this down, but that's okay. We're not gonna fret about something like that because it actually just makes our colors kind of look a little bit better together. Okay, one more up there. Oops. Just like that. Okay, now I think we're gonna call that good, but I'm gonna take my soft succulent and I'm going to take my blending brush, and just to kind of make everything kind of come together, I'm gonna still hold my fingers on the piece that is kind of just sitting there as our mask. I'm going to lightly grab some ink and lightly rub off on my other piece of paper. You could do it up here as well. And then just take some of that color and just kind of blend it in behind. And if you have white fingernails, you might get them a little green, but it's okay. It's soft succulent. It's a beautiful color. Nails can be that color. And see how I'm just kind of blending some of that soft succulent in there to just give it some dimension, I guess you would say. Give it a shadowing. It's going to grab some of that rich raspberry and it's going to pull that out. And that's okay. I'm okay with that because then that kind of blends those colors and makes them look more kind of fallish, I guess you would say. All right, now that that is done, I'm going to pull off my, that one can actually stay because this came right off of there. And look what you come out with. Look at that masking technique. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I love it. Okay, so then you can just pick this up and you can save this for later. Because I can still stamp over that. It will not hurt anything. That can be used quite a few times. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, where did I just put it? Oh, here it is. I'm going to grab that and clean it off because we're not going to use Happy Halloween on this card. We're going to actually use, these say, thank you. Hey there, pumpkin. I pick you every time. You're a blessing and happy Halloween. I'm going to say you're a blessing because this just has those colors that are kind of a blessed looking, I don't know, just like it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put thank you on there. Oh, thank you right up there. I'm going to do thank you, and again I'm going to come in with soft succulent since we know that that is our main color. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp this kind of over here to the left, just like that. And then I'm going to grab a piece of rich raspberry, because I didn't cut that piece out for some goofy reason. There's rich raspberry. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I need to take, oh no, that's Mary Merlot. That's not either. Is that rich raspberry or is that Mary Merlot? Hold on. Oh yes, that's Mary Merlot. Look at this. I grabbed the wrong, I thought I had a piece cut already, but look at that. And when that was standing alone, I thought it was rich raspberry. So that's not the color we need. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this at, let's say 4. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go over here. We're gonna cut this at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Just like that. And then my card base is soft succulent, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just gonna fold this in half. It's a lot of halves. Okay, just like that. Okay, that is going to go on there. There's just going to be 1/8 of an inch peeking through there. This is going to get set on here. But what else I want to do is I want to grab that beautiful bedazzling. So today is the last day of celebrations. I'm showing this. I know it is no longer available to you guys, but there are plenty of other things you can pick on the celebrations. I think since this is gone, a lot of you guys have already picked this up. But I just want to show you something right here. And I think I've shown this, but I can't remember exactly what video it is. But you can put alcohol in your alcohol spritzer, add a couple of drops, like 10 drops of your, do I have soft succulent sitting right up here? No, I'm just gonna grab a color. Actually, I'm gonna grab Old Olive because it's green. I took soft succulent and I put a couple of drops of soft succulent re-inker into an alcohol. I put just isoprostol, whatever that word is, rubbing alcohol in my bottle, filled it, you know, about 3/4 of the way up, put about 10 drops of my re-inker in it, laid this on a paper towel, my regular clean piece, and I spritzed it with my now colored alcohol ink to make this have a soft, succulent green tint to it. As you can see, I've already used pieces of it, but I just throw it back in there because I know there's going to be other cards like this that I want to use this for. So what I'm doing with this piece, and here's what it looks like originally, so you can use many of colors. If you go over to, her name is Patty Bennett, and she has a whole long video on how she does quite a few of these in different colors. She has a great video showing you how to do it, but I'm going to use the gorgeous leaves, and I'm going to use just this little leaf right here, and I'm just going to cut a little leaf out of this. Now, this bedazzling paper is absolutely stunning on its own, and you do not have to make it be any color than what it is. I mean, it is so stunning by itself, but it's just one of those things that we have some pretty genius people out there that try all the good things and get, you know, some quite imagination there to get this paper to be a different color. Like, who would have thought? All right, so let's set that up there. Now let me grab my, because I have to weed this, I have an old paper pumpkin box that I just stick. As you can see, I've already weeded, and then I dump it off when this little pad has gotten full. Now I have a couple of these take-a-pick tools. I bought one specifically to stay in this box, and then I just run my weeding tool right over that leaf to get all the little bits and pieces out. And see, if I've missed one, I can just put it back down there and run it again. And then now it is completely weeded. I put that back in there, and then I still have my one that I keep on my desk. But say some of those pieces didn't come out, I always leave the little pokey tool on this, because then I can just poke the little weeded parts out that didn't want to, that wanted to stay hitchhikers. I didn't want to come out of there. And then that just stays underneath my desk, so when I need it, it is readily available. All right, I'm gonna take this, and I think I'm just gonna set it just right there. I just like the simplicity of that, but helps if I can find my glue. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit of glue down the center of the leaf vein and then kind of fold this in, because I want it to kind of be raised a skosh from my card. Just like that. Okay, this is going to get adhered straight to razzleberry. My son was out riding his quad. I think I just heard him come back. I should have him come in and try to fiddle with that box. Like I said, these kids, they can put anything together nowadays. Okay, there's that one, and then we're going to make sure my card base is facing the right way. And then again, it's going to have just 1/8 of an inch around it. Okay, just like that. And then there's my card. Isn't that beautiful? I just love how this turns out. Now earlier I sat down and I fiddled with this to see, you know, if I even like this technique with these leaf stamps. And so this is the other one that I came up with. This one, again, I used my color cards, and I used the middle one here. I used soft succulent, soft suede, and old olive on this one. And kind of just did that same technique on this card as I did here. But I love the way these cards have turned out. Okay, so that is card number 1, alternative. Now the second one that we're going to do is, let me kind of clean up my mess here. All right. Let me move these so I can make sure I have those. So I'm going to take a couple of different ones of these. Do I like that pattern, or do I think I like that pattern. And I'm going to want both sides, so that's fine. So we'll just grab one of each. Okay, that's that one and that one. Then I need this one, and do I have that one? Yep. How many were there? 1, 2, 3? I thought there was 4. Oh my goodness. No, I think I have them all. Yep. Okay. Let's just flip that over so it looks better. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to come in and I'm going to slaughter these. Just telling you. All right, so this one I'm going to take my tailored tag punch, and I'm going to put this up inside of here, and I'm going to tailored tag that piece. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Ooh. Telling you, it's starting to get dark, so all these little critters are coming out to visit. All right, so there's that one. Okay, there's that one. Do you want the other side? Sure. We're gonna go for it. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. All right, so I need another piece of paper of my, I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna stick with white for this. And so I'm gonna put my tailored tag punch away because I'm done with that. So I'm gonna grab a white piece, but I'm gonna cut this down because I want it to be, let me see the size of this. I want it to be 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let's cut this down. 3 3/4. 5 5. Okay, just like that. And so I did this technique a couple weeks ago on my normal Monday, but I just thought, oh, how cool would this be to make this card with these little, you know, pumpkin pieces here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it up here to the top and kind of move it like that. Then let's take this one and we're going to put it right here. I love this technique. I've seen a lot of people